Tonight, the community comes together in a program dedicated to fighting hunger on the Palouse.
And how drinking during Dead Week affects students.
And an update on the Cougs heading to their 4th straight bowl game. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Welcome to Studio B. I'm Matt King.
And I'm Dax McCoy. Welcome to Murrow News 8. This time of year brings attention to those who don't have a guaranteed meal each night. I traveled to Moscow to learn what Food Not Bombs does to serve the community and to tell the story of a struggling family.
Meet Michelle, a disabled mother of 2 who works as much as she can to provide for her family, but she often doesn't make enough to put food on her table.
It's exhausting mentally to worry about food and what we're going to have for dinner tomorrow. Are we going to have dinner tomorrow, or are we having cereal?
While many organizations exist to help those who struggle with food insecurity, Food Not Bombs of the Palouse goes an extra step by preparing community meals with recovered food. They also serve food to anyone who wishes to eat, with a motto of rich or poor, stoned or sober.
You could show up in your Rolls Royce, in a tuxedo, and still get food and be treated like anybody else. And that's the whole point, is that food is a way to bring people together and build community.
With over a metric ton of food recovered in just half a year's time of existing, F&B volunteers believe their impact on the community holds weight.
All that food would have gone into garbage cans, into dumpsters, into landfills, and instead we're feeding people in need. People in need, just like Michelle and her family. To help people like her, F&B always seeks more volunteers. If you'd like to help, visit their Facebook page to get involved.
Hundreds of volunteers went door to door collecting food Saturday morning for the 13th annual Palouse Cares Food Drive and Auctions. The food drive brought in over an estimated 28,000 pounds of food from 13 towns in Whitman and Latah counties. The Palouse Cares Board expressed sincere thanks to all the volunteers for their help feeding the community. Now we go to reporter Emma Jerome, who's live in front of the Coug. Emma?
With finals week starting next week and dead week starting today, students might find themselves with increased stress levels, so I went around campus to find out how those may affect bar sales. Popular bars in Pullman include Valhalla, Stubblefields, and the Coug. On any given weekend, these bars fill up with people looking for social interaction or sometimes as a way to decompress after a long week. The week before finals, dead week, these numbers increase even more. This may be due in part to the reason that students don't have a lot going on during those weeks.
It's definitely, when it comes to I'm a marketing major, so when it comes to presentation time, it's very easy to come with your friends for a beer afterwards.
However, these numbers do not compare to football game days when the town fills with not only students but alumni and opposing team fans looking to celebrate a Cougar win or find a way to recover from a tough loss. This also has to do with the fact that some students finish their classes early and start to make their trip home for winter break.
As far as a per hour sale, sometimes we'll see some of those same things happen during busy times, but the biggest thing about football weekends is it's from open until close.
Stubby's Valhalla and the Coug will be having the same hours they normally do these weeks. However, check their Instagram, Facebooks, and Twitters for promotional events. Reporting from Greek Row, Emma Jerome, Murrow News 8.
Thanks, Emma. Speaking of football and reasons to drink, the WSU football team made a bowl game, but not the one of the New Year's 6 games many had hoped for. The Cougs will face 24th ranked Iowa State in the Valero Alamo Bowl in San Antonio, Texas on December 28th. And although WSU has made a bowl game for the 4th straight year, for the first time in school history, head coach Mike Leach and athletic director Pat Chun voiced frustrations with where the team ended up. More postseason news for the Cougs. The women's volleyball team advanced to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2002. The Cougs defeated Tennessee in the round of 32, 3-1, including a long battle in the first set with WSU winning 30-28. Heading into the Sweet 16, the Cougs will have their work cut out for them in their matchup with number 1 ranked Stanford. The Cougs have lost to the Cardinal twice this season, once in 3 sets and a second time in 4 sets. Stanford will host WSU this Friday at 5:30 p.m. on ESPN3.
Speaking of sweet, Insomnia Cookies will celebrate National Cookie Day by handing out free cookies tomorrow. I know I can't resist those melt-in-your-mouth cookies, but tomorrow they will also offer a Win Cookies for a Year sweepstakes, and 5 lucky people will be selected for the mouth-watering prize.
I want some of those cookies.
Yeah,
Those are making me hungry already.
I'm definitely going to be there tomorrow.
When we come back, we'll tell you which counties currently have the highest gas prices in the area.
And a bridge closure that may affect your commute back home for break. Stay with us.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
If you drive through Latah and Nez Perce counties, you might notice they have the highest gas prices in northern Idaho and eastern Washington. American Automobile Association of Idaho Affairs Director Matthew Condi says sometimes small Idaho towns face limited supply and great demand, which sends prices through the roof. He says the county's isolation also contributes to shipping costs.
Staying on the topic of gas and traveling, thousands of WSU students will head home from Pullman to the west side for Christmas break, but crews have yet to finish the bridge project on State Route 26, causing a lengthy detour near U.S. Highway 395. The work began in mid-October and initially had a completion date before Thanksgiving. WSDOT says engineers still don't know if they will finish before students head home.
Well, with students going home for winter break, they know to prepare for snow, long travel times, and the infamous speed trap in Colfax. Justin Spinney shows us just what police in Colfax think of the speed trap myth.
Colfax, Washington, or as many students at WSU know it,
it's a speed trap.
The city sits between two 60-mile-per-hour zones, and police are known to be strict about the 25-mile-per-hour speed limit. Officer Perry Tate doesn't mind hearing that students slow down when they reach the city he helps patrol.
It is fantastic that they respect us enough to slow down.
The Colfax speed trap stands as a myth rather than reality. An average of around 15,000 drivers traverse through Colfax on a daily basis. Police write an average of 4 tickets a day.
It's an infinite, small percentage. It's literally nothing.
Colfax police hope that their work will reduce the amount of students who end up in this spot in Pullman rather than on campus.
I've seen so much carnage. So many times I've got to call parents up, hey, you know, your kid wanted me to give you a call. They're up at the hospital right now.
Though students may be frustrated with the slowdown in the long drive, Officer Tate takes pride in promoting safety and hopes to continue to spread awareness.
We get tired of scraping metal and blood off the sidewalk or off the asphalt. People slow down, good. That's a good thing. I wish I could impress upon people how important it is. You know, people get scared when they see a gun, but they don't see a car as the same thing.
Justin Spinney, Murrow News 8.
Return, Patrick Gerardis will bring you your weather forecast.
And we'll find out when and if we'll need to wear our snow boots. Snow dry.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
No more pencils, no more books,
no more TD.
teachers, dirty looks. School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
It's really getting cold here in Pullman.
Yeah, old man Winter certainly paid us a visit this morning. I saw snow on my car. Hey, Patrick Gerardis, what are you going to tell us about the weather for this week?
Well, I got a lot to say, Dax. Baby, it's cold outside. 28 degrees, and right now it's we got a high temperature of 35, a low of 21. Dew point of 24, humidity 90%, and a 6-mile-an-hour wind. Brr. Nice. And as we see over here, it's going to be mostly clear on the west side. We got Seattle and Olympia with highs of 46 and lows of 29. And if we look down here at Vancouver, it's going to be clear with a high of 47 and a low of 33. That's going to be very chilly, and it's going to be partly cloudy everywhere else. Now, Yakima, we got a high of 40, a low of 25. And up north in Wenatchee, we're going to see that high of 39 and a low of 26. And over in Spokane and our beloved Pullman, it's going to be between the low 20s and mid-30s. So, yeah. Now, as for tomorrow morning, it's going to be sunny. And in the afternoon, it's also going to be sunny. I personally love seeing the sun, even when it's outrageously frigid outside, like it is here, as exemplified by the temperatures. 25 in the morning, 33 in the afternoon. And in the evening, it's going to be clear and even colder, 22 degrees, as you can see. And as we look over at our weekly forecast, we see it's going to be sunny for the first 3 days, but it might be frigid again because, as you can see, temperatures in the low 30s and high teens. And it'll change on the weekend because we got partly sunny, partly cloudy on Saturday, and we might see some showers on Sunday. And the temperatures will be increasing too. And so, yeah, that's all I've got. Back to you guys at the desk.
When we come back, holiday decorations gone wrong.
Yeah, look out for that. You don't want to miss it. This is crazy.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish. In your face, in your face.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
We'll take a look at this crazy story. A family from Austin, Texas attempted to win a contest by purchasing a dummy online and positioning a ladder beneath it to look like a scene from the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. But I guess the decoration looked a little too real because someone actually rushed in to help, thinking it was a real person. Others called 911, and now the family has added a sign to their decorations letting people know that it's just for show.
That's crazy. Someone actually ran in to help.
Yeah, and in fact, the family even gave him $500 on top of it.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Wow. Thank you for watching us tonight. Don't forget to join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 for Pullman's only nightly newscast.
Have a great evening, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Good night, Pullman.